Good afternoon. This is Julie Green, Unique Independent Presenter, and today I'm going to be showing you one of our new collections called the Beauty Arsenal, and I'm going to go ahead and do a look for you now so you can see how you can use all those products. First, I want to make sure that everyone knows you should always prep your skin. The first thing I use, which is not in the collection, is our Instant Lifting Serum. I've already cleaned my face and I have toned it with our rose water. So I'm just going to do a few dabs, apply it to my problem areas. Make sure to let that dry. Okay. Once that feels fairly dry, you want to apply your moisturizer, which now comes in different containers. This is our Divine Moisturizer. Let that dry. The next thing we want to apply is our Glorious Primer. Also new packaging coming out. It will be black. You can also use eye primer if you prefer on your eyes. I'm going to use Glorious all over today. Those three items are not in the collection, but you always want to make sure that your face is prepped, because the better it's prepped, the better your application will be. And of course, then the better your final results will be. So those three items: Instant Lift, Glorious Primer, and Divine Moisturizer. Let that dry just a little bit. All right, so now for the fun stuff that's actually in the collection. So all of our collections come with a collection bag of your choice. This is one of the options. It is the black and white stripe with the purple interior. It's a nice big makeup bag, very well made. Or you can choose the purple metallic. So it's unique on the front with our flourish, and it's purple on the inside as well. So these are the things that come in the collection. So first, you're going to be able to choose your eyeshadow palette, any of 5. I've chosen palette 4 for today, which is almost all mattes, just a couple of shimmers in there. It comes with our liquid foundation, or liquid gold. It comes, of course, with our 3D fiber lashes. Both of them are in here, the gel and the fibers. It comes with our liquid concealer, which is magic, seriously. Comes with a lip gloss of your choice. It comes with a lip stain of your choice. And then an eye pencil or a lip pencil, you can choose. And then a brow pencil of your choice. So all of those come in the collection. So we're actually gonna get started with those right now. Make sure you're using proper tools when you do your application of makeup. That will make a difference in how long your product lasts and how well it will adhere to your face and last throughout the day, as well, of course, how your application will be. It'll make your application a lot easier if you use a proper tool. So I'll be using, of course, most of my Unique brushes today to do the application. So I always start with my eyes first, just because I find that it's easier to clean up. You don't have to do your foundation over again if you spill or anything like that, and it gives you a nice clean look. So I'm going to go with my eyes first. So we're going to start with our Addiction Palette 4, which has these really pretty colors in it. And I'm going to go with the neutral look today. So I'm going to start with Arrogant all over. And I'm going to use my deluxe brush to do that. So I'm just going to slip it in there and just go all over the base of that lid. This will be the base that I work with. Our palettes come in 5 shades, so you can choose any number. The nice thing about palettes is everything is already kind of color coordinated for you, so you don't have to guess. You can pretty much go with anything and be okay. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna do my inside lid, the center, with my liner shader brush with Secretive, which is this kind of brassy, bronzy color. It's got more of a brown undertone than some of the other bronzy colors we have. It is a shimmer. Put that in the center, just to open my eye up really good. Browns are really good for blue eyes and hazel eyes too, of course. This will make my eyes look bluer by using these darker colors, more brown. Okay, easy enough. Now I'm going to use my crease brush, and I'm going to go to this color next to Arrogant, which is a Brave. It's just a little deeper tone of it. And I'm going to do that on the outer edge, over into the crease, and then my inner. Kind of bring those up. So basically making a little rainbow with a little extra on the outside edge. And you don't have to have a heavy touch. A light touch sometimes will be better for you. Okay. Done. Now I'm going to use my liner shader brush again to actually blend this out. Where did I put it? Again, a light touch is best for this. And I'm just going to sweep. Very easy. All right. So now that's blended out. I'm now going to go ahead and apply my eyeliner. Instead of choosing a lip liner in this collection, I chose an eyeliner. So I'm going to use my black eyeliner in Perfect. I use a pencil because I have hooded eyes, so pencils are a little easier to apply. So I really love our pencils. They have a rounded tip, so you don't have to worry about poking yourself in the eye or being uncomfortable when you're doing this. So you can really get in there and make it as deep and dark as you like. I like to get really close to my lash line so it makes my lashes even darker. Okay, now I'm going to do underneath, same way. Okay, got a good application there. The liner's done. Now I'm going to go in with our mascara, 3D mascara. It comes in a box, and then within the box is this little case for it. So you've got your lashes and you've got your fibers. I usually keep my gel in warm water. Today I didn't do that because it's a brand new case, but that will help your application a whole lot if you just sit it in a cup of warm water while you're doing the rest of your prep first. Makes it a little thinner when it goes on. So the bigger tube is the gel, so we're going to go ahead and apply that liberally. And sometimes I get this on my eyelids because my eyes are so small, so if I do that, I will go back and fix a little bit of that shadow. So you may see that I've done that. And just a little shout out to my nephew Henry. He is now a subscriber on my YouTube videos on my channel. So I promised him I would do a shout out. I'm putting the fibers on, by the way. So hello Henry, I hope you're watching. Hope you're getting some good tips on applying mascara here. So now I'm gonna go to the other eye and let that one dry and put my gel on really, really good. Make sure you get it all in those lashes, because that is what makes those fibers stick. Now I'm going to do my gel. I'm sorry, do my fibers. Now I'm going to go back to my other eye and put the gel back on to seal those fibers in. And you can see why I do my foundation last, because I already got a little mascara on me. All right, see all those fibers. And go ahead and just wipe that little bit of mascara off. All right, now I'm gonna do my bottom lashes, and I'm gonna put fibers on my bottom lashes too. So I'm gonna start with the gel. Back on with the fibers. Same premise. Other eye. Fibers. Go back in with the gel. Alrighty, there we go. Gel fibers gel. So there is your mascara. Now we're going to go ahead and start applying my base. So I'm going to do things a little differently today. I'm going to put my foundation on first. So make sure when you get your liquid foundation that you shake it up really good. It is a mineral, so it will settle on the bottom, and you want to make sure that it's all mixed up really, really good. So do a good 30 seconds. And you can choose to either put it directly into the well of your brush, or you put it on your face, whichever one you want to do. I'm just going to put it on my face. Just make sure that you're careful so it doesn't drop on your clothes. And just make a pretty little line here. Just a couple little squeezes of that. Use my foundation brush or another stiff bristled brush, soft preferably, and I'm going to blend that in. Get all that red out. Yay, yay. Leave that red gone. The color I'm wearing is satin. Make sure you get in that hairline, up towards those ears, down that neck. You want that all to be clean. And you can see that helps me to cut that crease a little too. So I have a nice application of my shadows. Alrighty, so now what we're gonna do with our concealer, a trick I just learned, is to take your concealer and your Glorious primer. Just a little dab of your primer on your fingertip. Let's see, there you go. And a dab of the concealer. And I normally wear Scarlet concealer, which is the very, very lightest, but since I'm applying this last after foundation, I'm using my chiffon, which is a little closer to my skin tone. Rub that together, and it makes for a very light application. It thins out the product. And that primer will help keep it from settling in those creases under your eyes. This is a great little tip I just learned, and I love it already. Got a little red on my nose, I'm gonna put some there too. Of course, you can apply that anywhere you have extra discoloration that your foundation didn't cover. If you want a heavier application of product, you can always do a second coat of the foundation. Just let it dry, because it does dry to a powder finish. It's a matte, which is lovely. So you don't have to use powder typically, although I'm going to use powder because I just put more concealer on my face. So this is not in the collection, but I'm going to go ahead and apply my satin powder, which is my normal color, because I like more coverage than just the foundation, which of course you could just wear without it, but I really love our powder. And these come in sets of 2 if you want to get 2 of those. It's a little cheaper to buy just a single powder. Look at that. Beautiful. There we go. So that's done. I'm going to go back and look at my eyeshadow, make sure I didn't get any mascara. And if I did, I just take my deluxe brush or my liner shiner brush and I just kind of wave it over the top. It gives a little extra blending, but I think I'm pretty good. Amazing. And then I'm going to go back under with my mascara really quickly where I got a little bit of concealer on my mascara, and make sure that I've got that black and not not foundation on there. See that little pop of foundation? There we go. Alrighty. So next we're going to apply our brow pencil, which is amazing. It's got a pencil on one end and a spooler on the other. This is dark. And I am just going to shape those brows. I just draw a line on the bottom and where I want it to end. Before it dries, it is still something you can work with if you need to move it or wipe it off. But once it dries, it's staying put. And I just fill those in really, really good. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. But there's just areas where I don't have a lot of brows, so I add those, and I like, of course, to have a nice shape to them. And then you take your spooler end and you brush them up, and that blends everything in. And nice and neat, and it gives you the shape you're looking for. And if you want a really nice clean cut, I will take my concealer brush, which usually has a little foundation or concealer on it, and just kind of go right underneath and cut that really nice and clean. Alrighty, so that's done. Now we're gonna go ahead and apply our lip color. And you always wanna prep your lips. I did my lip exfoliator earlier, so my lips are not chapped, because you want to have a nice clean palette to work with. This is Shy. Of course, you could have gotten a lip liner if you wanted a lip liner instead of a eyeliner. And the stains look a little bit like a food coloring. You see when they come out. And the more applications you put on, the darker it will be. This will last all day. I'm trying to get that shape right. And if you do want the darker application, apply, let dry, and then do the next application, okay? So while we're waiting on that to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and take Tender, which is this light color, and put it on my middle finger. And I'm gonna apply a little of that to the top of my eye, just for a little highlight right underneath that brow. Not all the way across. And then I'm gonna take my Flux brush again and just do a little blending with that. And that gives you that little highlight there. You can also use that highlight on your cheeks if you'd like. All right, letting that dry. So while we let that dry, that was everything in the collection except for the lip gloss. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup that I would normally do, because you don't want to have a washed out face. You wanna add a little color back in. So I'm gonna take my blusher in Sweet, which is this color here. Kind of a deep rose, not too crazy. And use my blusher brush to apply this. Just to the apples of my cheeks here. A little depth back in here. And then I always like to apply a bronzer. You can use this for contouring or whatever. This is Malibu. And I'm doing a little of the dark underneath my blush. And a little light for highlight on my cheeks. And I always do a little up here too as well, just to shorten that brow. And a little dark down under here to make your neck look thinner. And a little dab underneath your lip for a little pout. So that's dry, so now I'm gonna apply the lip gloss that I chose today, which is Luxe, which is a new color. This is one of my favorites. And apply that right over the top. There you go. And then to set it, you can spray it with rose water or any other kind of setting spray. And then you are good to go. That is a look with the Beauty Arsenal. So remember, it comes with the collection bag you choose, eyeshadow palette that you choose, your mascara, fibers, and gel, both, eye or lip pencil, brow pencil in your choice of color, lip gloss in your choice of color, foundation in your choice of color, and then concealer in your choice of color. And that is the beauty arsenal. Talk to you guys soon.